Ready?
Ready.
What's up, guys? My name is Mario.
My name is Sylvia. Hey!
You're at the end now.
Yeah.
This way.
What's up, guys? My name is Mario.
My name is Sylvia.
My name's Pao.
My name is Geezuss.
Welcome back
to another Vive con Huevos podcast. Shit, my water bottle.
Yeah, producción.
Yeah, it's in the fucking way. Guys, welcome back to otro Miercoles con Huevos. We officially changed the day, guys. And let us know in the comments, please, how do you feel about us dropping on Wednesdays? Do you guys like it? Do you guys not like it?
Do you prefer
a different day? Please leave it in the comments. I'm probably not going to read them, and I don't care. But just leave them.
He's gonna
we read them.
He reads them
He
in
cares
seconds.
the
I
most.
do. I do care the most.
Wish you weren't a liar.
First, you're Salvadorian, and you're a liar. Fuck you, Mario.
Salvadoran.
I'm Salvadoran. And you can't speak. Fuck.
You don't even know what
And
you are.
still, New Year, same hoe.
Guys, welcome back. We're hoping you had a phenomenal January.
Yes.
February.
Finally got through January.
know.
That shit was tough.
Like,
The longest 10 years of our life.
seriously, calendarically wise, it was like, damn, it's still Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was-
Seriously, every single Tuesday of the month, I woke up thinking it was Thursday. And
yeah.
every single Tuesday, I was disappointed that it was Tuesday
Yeah,
and
like,
not Thursday.
Friday Junior?
Yeah. And then I'm like, what do you mean it's Tuesday?
we can't go out
It
to
was
drink, but
horrible.
it's Friday. How did you feel, Jesus?
So,
I thought it still went quick. I don't know. I guess I'm just keeping myself busy.
how does it feel to be one of God's favorites?
It's all right. Still poor.
Is that why your name is Jesus?
Every time I say that Jesus is our co-host, people like look at me like all weird. Like Jesucristo? It's like, no, I have a friend named Jesus. First of all, the other one says
They're like,
Jesus.
damn, he's really deep in his faith.
Probably 'cause- yeah, that's true because you say Jesus.
I say Jesus, yeah.
Professionally, I'm
Jesus, I
Jesus.
guess.
Professionally, you're Jesus.
But I always tell people, you can
And
just call me
biblically.
Jesus. It's whatever you feel. I tell them it's whatever you feel comfortable with. Because there's some super religious people that go against me. It's like, no puedes decirle así.
You should just start.
Really? Wait, you actually run into that?
Vice versa in English. Like, oh, you can't be saying your name is Jesus. But yeah, I've run into that.
Oh.
If
So I'm like,
Oh.
oh, whatever you feel comfortable with.
If that ever happens to you, you should like run behind them and just start speaking in tongues.
Doing Latin prayers.
With some like holy water. Just the power of Christ compels
Just
you.
roll my eyes back.
Crystal guys.
Oh man.
I should play around with that.
Right, you should. That'd be pretty funny. That's crazy. I guess I never put that into perspective though. That people
Did y'all
would
just
like.
split an edible?
I wish.
Imagine if we would
This should have been that episode.
have been it. The vibe was
Oh.
right. No, but in all seriousness,
I'm a little,
I
I,
know.
like, I want one too.
no, I
reverse.
swear we
Silly
did
today.
With you guys.
it.
It's been a long day.
Yeah, it has. But yeah, no, I never put that into perspective that people would actually. Damn it! I didn't.
Yeah, it's
tape
okay.
it
it wasn't
well
even in
enough.
shot, so
Oh, it wasn't.
no,
Oh man,
it's okay. It's on my face.
Because
My
we're talking about
forehead.
Jesus.
I
Oh,
know.
the devil
I'm
shit.
mad.
Jesus.
Gee, sorry.
Anyways, before we started actually recording, I mean, Jesus, you can leave that in there if you want. But is there a song that you guys can sing like word for word, but
Most songs.
that like
I'm actually
when
a freak.
people would like, if you sang it, people were like, "Wow, you know that genre?"
Oh.
Oh, yeah. I'm actually like a freak with lyrics.
Oh, pause.
Yeah.
I do believe that she knows some
Yeah.
like songs
Yeah.
that would be like, oh shit.
It's interesting because Kelly, working in the music industry, he cannot remember words to songs at all, and it pisses me off because he'll sing the wrong words and then he'll do it on purpose just to like sing and be
It's the
playful.
remix.
Yeah. So one of his favorites is the Do You Remember?
Oh, yeah.
And he always goes the 21st like
Just
day of and then he'll just like say all kinds of shit and I'm just like, fuck, shut the fuck. But I'm good with lyrics and I love everything from like Frank Sinatra to German
That's
rap.
life. That's Frank Sinatra.
Yeah, but you don't know it.
Yeah, but you didn't.
Yeah, I didn't say I know the words. I just said I like that one. I just don't think I like
Should have chosen one you know.
Yeah.
Like
You know
New
what?
York or something, you know?
That's the only thing I know.
Everybody knows that one. That's not even how it goes either.
It's not even the right notes either. Damn.
Damn, guys. Fuck you guys. It's the remix. God.
I don't know. I mean, I know. I'm really good with lyrics if the song is on. But if I'm not listening to the song, I probably don't remember the lyrics. Yeah. Or like if you're singing it, I'd probably know like that was the wrong word. But
Oh, yeah.
like,
I fuck up
you
lyrics
know?
all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it.
Wait, so what's
So
your
do you
song?
have
Oh, yeah.
one?
So what's your song?
You first.
I know a lot of Chicano rap randomly.
He
But
does.
like deep Chicano
Yeah.
rap.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. You do.
Yeah.
And you do know it. Like
Yeah.
actually know the song.
There's actually a lot of like French hip hop and German rap that I know like every word to, and French isn't one of the languages I speak, but I just love a lot of like French music. And then I look it up because I want to know like what the words are, and then I'm really good at remembering lyrics. So people will be like, "What the fuck?"
She's French.
You're like Jesus with anime and Japanese.
Nani?
That's true.
He made
Yeah.
it to the wavelength.
I just don't know the lyrics except for like the Bad Bunny song that has a little Japanese in
Oh
it.
yeah.
Oh, Yonaguni.
Yeah, that's the only one. But I guess a song that I would choose that I always sing randomly is Wagon Wheel by Darius Tucker or Ducker.
Anybody
Rock
know what song that
me,
is?
mama, like a wagon wheel. Hey, mama, rock.
So
You guys aren't
random.
white enough.
No, I
You
know
guys are
that
not
song.
Okay.
It is hella white.
I'm not white enough, but
No.
I don't think
¿Cómo
I
se
know
llama?
what song
Wagon
that
Wheel.
is.
Wagon Wheel.
I don't know the words to that one, but I know what song that
By
is.
who?
Darius. It's Tucker or Ducker. I forgot which one it is.
Rucker.
Rucker. I was close.
Eh.
It's one of those Uckers.
Oh, shit, hold on. We don't pay for premium in this house.
Oh, pues.
We used to, but then that shit ended up being like $40 a month now.
What the fuck,
But
really?
it's like
Wait, really?
it's like
wild.
that one or like the Sweet Caroline or
Oh,
the
yeah.
West Virginia.
Sweet
Oh no, not West Virginia. It's called
Caroline.
Take Me Home, Country Roads.
Country
Yeah.
road, take me home.
Yo!
You asked.
Okay,
Yeah.
this is good because I would have never imagined. I do know what song it is now, though.
A ver.
I don't know all of it, but I know most of it.
Okay.
And I gotta be in the shower because it sounds good in there. Outside of the shower, it doesn't sound good.
We got a re-mic in the bathroom.
This sounds like I need a PBR and to start.
Yeah, literally.
Line dancers.
Chewing tobacco.
I think it's coming up. This is the part everyone knows.
I still don't know it, but I know what song it is.
I
I'm
love
actually
that song.
surprised you know this song given your
That
background
I don't
with
like
country.
I'm a big green tractor type of guy when it comes to country.
Big green tractor.
Take you on the ride on my big green tractor.
Or the other one, the
The
Probably.
chicken fried, the fried chicken.
Yeah, we did talk about that
Yeah.
one, right? Chicken fried rice, whatever.
No, the fried.
Chicken fried. Lizzie from
Uh-huh.
Edge. I did the Saddle Up Ride because
Yeah.
of her, and that was like her happy song. When
Okay.
I asked people like, "What's a song that makes you happy?" So the only reason I know that song is because of her.
That's one of the songs that truly also like makes me really like. Oh, I like it.
It
Just
is
like
a
it's
really
one of like
cute
it's like
song,
a guilty
actually.
pleasure song for me.
It's
for
really
sure.
like it is upbeat, but it was funny because then Rocky was like, "What's that song you like? Chicken Little."
Chicken Little.
So now
but
we
for
call
real.
each other Chicken Little.
That's cute.
It's really cute.
Yeah. Yeah, country. I feel like I know more country songs than I think I know. And then like people like songs come on, I'm like, oh yeah, because I think you know this that I grew up in Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So when I was out there, one of my really good friends, like her family liked country music. So I like don't really remember it, but then the song will come on. I'm like, oh, I know this song.
And then she starts singing every word.
Yeah.
Don't break
Shania
my
Twain's
heart.
my bitch.
An achy, breaky
That's all I'm gonna
heart.
say.
Yeah.
Shania Twain slapped back in the day.
Did you guys not hear Jesus singing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
They heard.
Y'all looked at me like I was weird on that. Well, yeah,
That's
I'm a little weird
basically
there,
El
right?
Caballo Dorado.
Yeah.
Anyways, how's your guys' 75 Hard so far?
Wait, what was your song?
Oh, yeah.
I don't have like, I just don't have a song. that I can think of.
Mm.
Yeah. I'll get back to you maybe if I can think of one. You didn't really have a song either. You just said genre.
Lost in Love by MC Magic.
Mm.
But we expect
Sing
that
it.
from you. Because you said in the past you like MC Magic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's
You
another
said
one.
unexpected.
That's
Yeah.
true. You did say
That's
unexpected.
totally expected of you. So you don't know any songs outside of your genre. I thought you were a music person.
I am, but
Ouch.
like something that would surprise people.
Like I also listen
I
to
guess
System
that
of
would
a Down.
probably surprise
Hell
the
yeah.
masses. Yeah.
System of a Down is my shit.
Wake up!
No, makeup.
Why'd you leave your keys up on the table?
Whoa, she knows the lyrics.
I do. I told you I'm
actual
really good
words.
with lyrics.
I do remember
just go
trying to sing that on
da-da-da-da-da.
New Year's Eve, and I was just going like this.
Oh, and Tabor was
coming out of my
loving
mouth.
it.
got so excited. Yeah.
But yeah, no, something that like would surprise people. I don't know, like really, really surprise people.
No, I guess the masses would be surprised for
The Chicano rap.
Chicano rap because I feel like at the beginning when you first started singing all that music, like I know it from when I lived in Colorado, but I didn't expect you to know it.
Yeah.
So I guess I don't know. Let us know, guys. Does that surprise you?
Yeah. Let us know down in the comments. They're like, yeah, look at this guy. What the fuck?
Maybe because when I met you, you dressed
Him?
differently.
It's the way, yeah. He looks like a fucking. What are you, social cholo? I haven't figured it out yet.
That's what you are.
Social cholo.
Social cholo.
Yeah, social cholo. Never a cholo. Never a social that wants to be a cholo. Cholo that wants to be a social.
Uh-huh.
Es como un naco que quiere ser fresa, pero nunca vas a ver un fresa que quiere ser naco.
Oh,
Mm.
that makes more sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pues porque no
Anyways,
me lo
guys,
dijiste así.
It makes total sense.
Duh.
How's your guys' 75 hard?
Oh yeah. How is 75 hard?
I still want fried food.
Yeah.
Still unhappy.
Yeah.
But we doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has it gotten easier?
No.
No.
I
I'll
was
check
telling
in next time.
I was telling Jesus before we started recording, I feel like during like Monday through Friday, I'm okay sometimes. Well, except for yesterday.
Oh.
I had I had
yesterday
a little
was
bit of road
tough.
rage, yeah. But I almost ended up on road
Oh.
rage TikTok. Pero
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
I'll
I
tell
want to
you
hear
guys about
about that
that
later.
but but like I feel like because during work I'm just so busy, I don't have time to think about everything else that I have to do or
And you're taking all your snacks now.
yeah
So you're staying full.
yeah.
I told you I have the giggles.
So on the weekend though, I'm just like I want to eat everything. I'm like fucking Pac-Man, like, bloop, bloop, bloop. It's all everything.
Yeah.
So I think
That's
that's
what
when I'm
me
like
every
the
day.
grumpiest.
I know. Well, I made it through last weekend with the box of crumble cookies. I didn't
Oh,
take not
yeah.
one bite. That was tough, honestly. I picked them up. I took them to the. I picked up
You
brought
crumble
them
home.
cookie.
Your car
Did.
smelled so good.
Oh, I did because
probably.
I had to buy them on Saturday because they're not open on Sunday, right? So we went to buy them Saturday night. I didn't even open the box to make sure they gave me the right cookies. I was like, if they gave me all the wrong cookies, I don't care. Like
Yeah,
I'm not even gonna
throwing
check.
it to the wind.
Yeah, and I almost left them in my car, but I was like, no, they're gonna go bad. So I brought them in, and then the next morning I also had to go pick up Krispy Kreme, and I had the cake in my fridge
Oh,
too.
shit.
So
You're
you
going
know I
through it.
love this girl. I was like, all right, it is what it is. I'll be okay.
That's torture.
Then I got to the party and I like fixed it all like on the table, and I was like, man, that cookie looks good. But I
But
made
you
it.
stayed strong. Good shit.
I did stay strong. I was watching everybody eat it, and then there was one that I really wanted to try, and I kept asking people like, "Is that one good? How's that one?" I wanted them to tell me it was horrible.
Everybody's
but
like,
nobody said
we
it
already
was
told
bad."
you it's good. Stop asking.
Stop fucking asking. Just grab it.
But yeah, no, I made it. So that was definitely the challenge that day. The day before that, I had a photo shoot at work,
Oh,
and we have the skillet cookie, and we have a mini version now for San Diego Restaurant Week. And so I had to like take videos of it, and like one of the videos that I took, like I cut into it and like lifted it. Se me hace agua la boca. I like lifted it out of the skillet, and it's like it was like perfect. Like the chocolate was melting, the ice cream was like dripping off, and I was like, no,
The
mames.
shot has like babas coming in, and they're like, bow, close your mouth.
It's like normally I would just like take that bite when I was done, you know, and I couldn't. I had to throw it away. It hurt my heart so much. Yeah. So that's been my challenge. Everything else has been okay. The workouts are getting a little harder, actually. I feel like it's just like getting like, oh shit, like to find time. Right now I've been really busy with work too, so to find time, it's been a little harder, but we're making it. I finished my book, my nonfiction one.
Did you really?
Mm-hmm. I haven't finished
good for
the
you.
fiction ones.
Overachiever
longer,
over here.
but-
Guys, man.
I know. I was gonna ask if anybody was on their second book.
Well,
Guess I won't.
I finished the nonfiction one.
Nerd.
Not the
I'm still on
fiction one.
page 80, okay?
Then you haven't. You failed. Did I tell you that like
Started
the first
over.
few days, the first few days that we were doing the challenge, he didn't want to read, and I'd be like, "All right, what day do I tell Kelly you failed on?
Oh shit.
What day do I tell them?" He was like, "Okay." He was so mad at me. He's got over it. He reads now. He reads on his own. He
I
picks up
do. I
his
read
book
on my
his
own now. I'm a reader. I like to read.
You like to read.
Nice.
What about for you?
Like, yeah, it's getting easier during the week, but during the weekend, definitely
yeah,
it's
you did
like,
say that.
como los domingos, and like
Yeah.
that. Because usually we were so used to like going grocery
Yeah.
shopping on Sunday and then just going
Yeah, it's
in
your
and
day,
out, grabbing
yeah.
coffee, getting chips, like just savage day. But it's just, yeah, that's the only day now. But I think now during the week it's getting a lot easier, except for yesterday.
Yeah,
By the time this comes out, this was like 3 weeks into 75
Three.
hard. I almost ended up on Road Rage TikTok. But
Ay, Mario.
yeah,
So
That
you
was-
road rage.
that was rough. I don't know. Before I gave that, did you want to give any updates on your journey?
No, it still sucks.
That's all I have to say.
I don't ever want to glamorize any of this for anybody because I think there's too much of that
Yeah.
on the internet where everyone's like, this is what I eat in a day. And I'm like,
Yeah.
what do you have, a personal chef? Why does that look so fucking perfect?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
no, like to me, that's not real life. So I'm not the one. It sucks.
It really
and it
does.
still
It's not for the
sucks.
faint of heart.
Well, it's. I mean, yeah, it's called 75
I'm doing it
hard
for a reason, and I'm
Yeah.
happy about it, but I'm just
Craving.
it doesn't
Wingstop
spark
and-
joy. I am craving Wingstop so bad.
Oh, that sounds good.
Right?
Oh,
I
puta
know.
madre.
It's Wing
I
Wednesdays.
love water.
Ay,
I love water.
I love water. Lettuce and ice cubes.
Oh, this shit ain't hard. Yeah, this shit ain't for the fucking faint.
No, it's not.
No.
But it's taught me a lot of self-restraint,
Mm-hmm.
which I definitely needed.
Yeah.
So I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of you guys.
I'm proud of you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Proud of you guys.
Proud of
Thank
you.
you, Jesus.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Jesucristo. But yeah, I almost ended up on Road
yeah.
Rage TikTok because I was stressing the fuck out. First of all, that day was a long fucking day. I don't even remember half of the shit that was going on. But the point is, I was stressed out at work. We had just gotten some bad news because of work. And just everything just started like trickling down. Like it was just a trickle effect. And then when we get bad news at work, obviously my dad being the head of the company, like he gets in a mood. But it's not a shitty mood. It's more of a like, como despistado, like
Like
he's just-
spaced out.
Yeah, like spaced out. Thank you, baby.
Well, he's probably just like in his head, you know.
Yeah, which is super normal.
Yeah.
So we're on our way to a specific place in San Diego, which is nicknamed Clan T. If that needs more
I lived there till I was 5.
Explanation.
yeah, until you're 5.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow,
That's where I lived until I was 5.
wow.
And then I moved to Poway. Very
Oh.
different dynamics.
yeah,
So different.
completely
Yeah.
different. Yeah. But yeah, this place called Clan T, well, a nickname Clan T. That does not need a more explanation. If you can't figure it out, then maybe you need to read a book. So
Speaking from the guy that's still on page 80. Why don't we just relax?
You're supposed to be on like page
hard
180.
So my dad's like spaced out. I'm a little spaced out. It's a 2-lane road. It's a 4-lane road, but it's 2 going one way, 2 going the other way. And we're in the left lane, and my dad starts kind of like drifting into the right lane. But there's a car right there, and he didn't notice. But he kind of like drifted and merged back into his lane unconsciously. He said that he doesn't remember doing it. But as he did it, he was cutting somebody off. and it was a lady. But you could tell this lady, like she hated her. She was from San Martin.
Oh God.
Yeah. And well, actually, I didn't realize that until after that. But after what happened, but let me explain. So my dad drifted, whatever. I saw that we were cutting off the lady, and I noticed that her window was down. So I started to roll down my window to apologize. But as I was rolling down my window, all I heard was, fucking Mexican, go back, or go home, fucking
beaner.
Mexican, or fucking beaner.
I
And
know.
You feel the fire
and
inside
usually,
our house.
yeah, and usually
I'm
I
like,
kind of let that
hey.
shit slide because you just never
Hey,
know.
watcha.
Hey, what's up, fool? I told you I was gonna. I told you like Chicano rap, dog. What's up, dog? Where you from?
Like, first of all, I'm Salvadorian.
Salvadorian.
So a lot of things that happened throughout the day where it was just kind of like la gota que derramó el vaso, and I
Yeah.
was just like, oh fuck no. So I that lit a fire up my ass.
Hell yeah.
And I just, luckily we were at a red light, and I just went off on this lady.
Yes.
I went off. And
I
was
approve.
Like, what? I started just saying a bunch of things that I probably shouldn't have said to a lady, but
Oh, she started it.
yeah. I never called a woman a bitch, but I've called a bitch a bitch. So
Let's go find her.
From the car description, I don't think she'd be very hard to find.
yeah, it was a bright ass, like yellow cars, like tinted
Of
windows.
course it was.
Yeah.
So I'm just going off, and my dad's like in the driver's seat, just looking at me.
He's
but I didn't-
disassociating.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm just going off on this lady. And then at one point, I just kind of like, I came to like a self-realization. I was like, you just need to relax, like down, Shrek, you know? And I was like, it's getting to be too much. You're yelling at this lady. You're at a red light. Also, all the windows are tinted, so I really don't know if she has a passenger
For sure.
or what the hell is
Yeah.
going on. And
People
next
are crazy too.
Yeah.
You never know what
Yeah.
somebody
and
would
then
do.
especially there, like it's a very, anyways, it's very pew-pewy.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, I gotta chill. And I forgot so we got the green light, and she was gonna turn right, and we were gonna go straight. But as she was turning right, she like flicks us off, and I just got pissed. And Jesus, bleep this out, because if you pay us $5, we'll unbleep it each. But
My fee is 20.
so she like flicks us off, and I remember I like kind of like spaced out for a little bit, and I was like, I hope your husband is fucking the maid, you white piece of trash. And then
Yeah, when
bad.
Mario gets
Damn.
road rage, he gets
Oh, yeah.
road rage.
That was not bad.
We
Well,
gotta
I
we
would've
gotta take
called her.
But it
separate
was
vehicles.
also after a lot of other things.
yeah, I was also in a van that says my name.
Um,
So yeah, there was a lot going on that day. I apologize to the world. And that day was the
No.
day that my bracelet broke.
His evil eye
My
bracelet.
evil eye
yeah.
bracelet broke.
Oh
yeah.
shit.
Yeah. So there was just a lot of like
It was
bad
her.
energy that day. I think so.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, fuck this fat guy. Down, Shrek. But yeah, no, yeah.
but her window was down. While you were
her
screaming.
window was
Okay,
down.
so at
and
least
and
you
she
got it.
she would reply to me, but then there were certain times where like I was going off, and she was just staring into the abyss, trying to ignore me. But I mean, who doesn't roll their window up? So it just
Especially
gave
if
me,
they're that tinted
Yeah.
too. Like,
Yeah.
because then at that point you don't even know what she's
I was like
doing.
super tempted to like throw my coffee inside her car too, but I was like,
That would have called. I think she would have fucking flipped at that point.
Oh yeah, and then we
Who
were
wouldn't? Yeah.
we were also a block away from where we were gonna work, so I didn't want her to like tell me, because it was literally like their light would turn green and we parked. So yeah.
Yeah.
So it would have been a bad.
And
Yeah.
this whole time your dad
The
was
getaway.
just sitting there.
This
Your
whole
poor
time,
dad
I don't-
was just he barks.
This whole
She
time-
thinks she's gonna follow them super far, and it's just
Oh, she's not even mad anymore. She's like, oh shit. She's more frustrated.
She's like, "This is my house."
what are you doing?
Can I get a quote?
Imagine she lived where you were gonna go clean.
That would have
That'd
been.
be great.
Oh my god. That's always like my like
Fear.
fear, especially like with like
Random spots or bars.
yeah, or like having road rage in the work van.
Like you just did.
Yeah. Because like, what's to say that like someone can't just hire me and then like next thing you know I'm getting beat up.
Oh yeah, if you ever go back
shit.
to that area and there's a yellow car outside, don't go in
Yeah,
there.
that ain't it.
Yeah.
That ain't
Nope.
it.
You don't need that money that bad. No, I get that way when I'm like approaching where I teach.
Oh yeah.
Because people are dumb as hell everywhere. And so it's not my fault. Everybody else is stupid. So then when I'm approaching my destination, I'm like, this fucking bitch. And I'm just like, no. Because what if she's in my class?
Yeah.
And she's going to be like, you were that woman that flipped me off.
It's like in Lilo and Stitch when
Yeah.
the sister, yeah,
Wait,
takes
is
the social worker's
yeah.
card.
Yeah.
Face. What does it say? What did it say?
She said,
Jesus, insert the clip.
I forgot.
Butthead.
Butthead,
Something like that.
something like
Stupid
that,
head.
Stupid head. Yeah.
That's what she
I'm the
says.
stupid head.
Oh, yeah.
You're not gonna say Cobra.
Yes.
Yeah.
These are my friends. They need to be punished. That's Mario with all the people that pissed him off on the road.
I get really bad road rage.
I
fucking
used
love
to,
that movie.
and then I had one instance where I got really scared
Oh, no.
because this guy stopped in the middle of a street, not even at the intersection, like feet way behind it, and got out of his car. But he
Oh,
stopped
shit.
so abruptly that I mean, obviously I didn't rear end him because I wasn't like following him super close, but he cut me off. And so I just honked at him, and then that made him like crazy. So then he just kept fucking with me, and I was like, okay. So I was actually calm, so it wasn't even like one of the times that I was super road ragey. And then he ended up slamming on his brakes to try to get me to hit him, which I didn't because I was still at a safe distance. And then I honked again, and I was like, what the fuck? And he came out with a bat.
Oh, shit.
And it was me and my coworker in the car. We were just coming back from like a property, and I was like, oh shit. And I just went around him and left him there. But that's when I think I realized for the first time, like how, like, you don't know if people have guns.
Yeah.
Like, people are scary and you just have no idea. So now I just keep it to my four walls.
It is really scary. We talked about this, I think, in a few episodes ago, where it happened not so far from here, where they were having road rage, and I think they pew-pewed them on the street. They were like honking
Oh,
at,
a while back.
Yeah, right, literally right by the entrance of the freeway.
Yeah, people are
Yeah.
crazy. Especially like when you're on, I mean, I don't know. You also never know if a person could be on drugs or like they're just on a power high or they just got the pew pew or something. I don't know. Are we not allowed to say
I know.
the
I
word?
was
I
like,
don't
did I
know.
say the wrong thing?
No.
No.
All the podcasts I listen to all say pew pew.
I think
so
just
I pew
It
pew.
reminds me of when they changed the emoji to the water gun.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It did. I really liked that one.
Sucked.
I think it's more when you're sponsored.
Is that?
Oh, I know, like TikTok, you
Mm.
can't say
Yeah.
certain words because then they like don't push your video out or it gets
Got
blocked
it.
out.
Most
so I
reels
think
do.
that's why
Like
people
like
do that.
the Halloween episode ones. I think that's why those reels also didn't do so well because a lot
We're
of them
talking
were,
about like death and
yeah.
shit.
Mm,
That makes sense.
interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. I get road rage once in a while for sure, but I just yell in my car. I don't like actually ever do anything, you know. But I'm always
Ay,
like
qué linda.
yelling at people. But I think about that all the time when I'm like getting close to work, cause like you just don't know, or like a customer that like will randomly see me or
Yes.
something. So I'm like, okay, I have to be good in downtown. But other than that, I'm just yelling at people left and right.
Kelly has such a like zen approach to it. He's like, what if they just really have to take a shit? And
You
they're
should-
just
you should have that
Yeah.
He's like, you don't know. And I'm like, I don't care. They should have thought of that before they left their destination.
For real.
Yeah, I never thought about that like that, and I've been
It
really
doesn't work for me, but I hope it works for you.
hopefully because I've been really close to losing the battle
Yeah.
inside the car a few times, like way more than a normal human man should.
Yeah. You really have.
Why?
Mario has like zero control over his body.
I have control over my anus. It's just
I said body, but okay. Oh man, we're
It's
gonna have to
just-
tell Sylvia your story off
it's just
camera.
something. It's just sometimes a man's gotta poop, you know.
Apparently. Because that was Kelly's first thought. And I was like, no, I don't care.
Here's the thing. My issue is that sometimes when I'm in clients' houses, I don't like to use the restroom.
Okay, that makes
And
sense.
like most of the time, because the equipment that we have is easily, it's portable. So we go to a lot of high rises. A lot of these condos are 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom. So imagine you're just chilling in your cocina and here comes this carpet cleaner, blows it up. Now you can't use your bathroom, you know? Like, I don't know, me da cosita.
You should carry around matches with you.
Yeah, I never thought about that. But like, granted, some of these buildings in downtowns do have service elevators and service areas. But like, I don't know.
I'm going to get you customized Vive con Huevos matchbooks.
And then you just leave it there for people.
Yeah, just take
my
the
podcast.
The QR code on the back.
You know-
Hey.
That's smart.
Yeah, that
That's
is smart.
I've grown a really large hate towards poopery
Why?
because I don't even think it like does anything. It just smells like
It
flowers
is.
and poop, and it's disgusting.
Yeah.
Maybe your things are just potent or something, you know?
No, because like
Nada más huele
we
a
bought
caca
them.
perfumada.
Yeah, and like
why
I've
it's-
tried different ones, and like now there's just has like very specific smell that I think is even gross.
I don't like the black one anymore.
Just
I
saying
don't like any of
what
them.
you
Because that
guys
was the Costco one.
what you guys are eating is very potent, so that's why it keeps going past the poopery. So maybe you just need to get extra strength or something.
No, I
No,
don't know.
'cause
Because
it's
we're
just-
eating
it's-
healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 75 hard.
It still smells like caca perfumada.
I feel like mine works, unless it
It's
doesn't work and everyone's just smelling it, you know?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what it is. And most people are going to be too embarrassed to say anything. Sorry, guys. Abrupt pause. My mommy was checking on us.
San Diego's on fire.
San
right
Diego is currently on fire, actually, like a few minutes from where we are.
now. Yeah, I mean it is really cool. That you could see the flames from our bathroom.
But we
window.
are so dedicated to you guys that we said, fuck it, we're going to record. If
Unless
it's
they make us stop,
Yeah.
unless they unplug us.
I was fucking freaking out earlier.
He was.
And Sylvia and Pao were just downstairs mad chilling. I was like, what the fuck? There's a fire outside our
Mario
window.
left
Mario's
the
like,
gym.
I can't
I
go to the
did.
gym. I can't do anything. We got to pack our shit. I come over. I see it on my way. I come in. And then Pau goes, did you know there's a fire? I was like, yeah, I saw it on my way.
Well, Jesus came in and I was
Super
like,
nonchalant.
how was outside? He goes, dude, I forgot there was a fire. Meanwhile, I'm sweating balls, dude.
We got to keep you grounded. I
Half
don't
of the
know.
podcast room wasn't even set up because I kept on going to the bathroom to go check.
Yeah, I think for a minute Mario was like low key mad at me because I wasn't freaking out too, and I was like, "What is me freaking out gonna do? Like,
Yeah.
it's not gonna stop the fire. When they tell us we gotta leave, we leave. but until then, we
Yo nomás soy
continue
un
our
hombre
lives."
preocupado, okay?
Aw.
Pues preocupado, pero no preparaste nada. ¿Dónde está tu maleta,
Oh,
tu
shit.
pasaporte?
Mi pasaporte y mi social security que lo encontré. Ahí están, eh? For the longest time, I was freaking out. I was like, where the fuck is my social security card?
Yo, I heard that's a bitch to replace.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've replaced it once, and I think I could be wrong. Someone fact checked me. You can only replace it like once or twice in your lifetime, or else you have
And
to
then
go.
what? You
no,
just,
like the through
they
mail.
kill you
Just
off.
disappear?
No, through
You
mail.
just don't exist anymore.
Through mail, or else then you have
Oh,
to go
okay.
to the actual social security office and like.
I
Oh,
didn't
no,
think
que hueva.
mailing would ever be an option.
Yeah, that's how I got my last one.
Yeah, I think they mail it to
Yeah,
you.
That seems dangerous.
It does, huh? You're
actually,
right. That
yeah.
does seem really dangerous.
This also was a long time ago, but yeah, you could get it through mail.
I mean,
Like, this
everyone's
is the
socials on
90s.
the internet already, so
That's true. It's on the
everyone's
black
already
market.
exposed.
Does it have your name on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, whatever.
You can't laminate it, right?
No,
No,
it's not legal
it
to
has
laminate
like the paper has like something.
it. Those
on it,
are
no?
the memes I love where it's like, here's this piece of paper, super thin. You can't laminate it. You also can't lose it.
Good luck.
Good luck.
You can put it in a sleeve.
How old were
Yeah.
you guys when you memorized your social security?
High school?
Super
Yeah, I
adult
was
question.
probably in high-
Yeah.
College
16.
applications.
College applications?
I was in high school.
I had my mom's memorized before I memorized mine.
Did you?
Yeah.
Damn.
Forgery. I don't know if you want that online.
No, my mom would always trust me to do all like the insurance stuff and everything, and so I always needed all her information when I would like call the doctor, call this and that, because I was always doing it as Carla.
Oh,
I don't
got
know
it.
if I'm allowed to say that. Bleep that out.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna come to my mom's door and knock.
Hello, IRS?
No, so I was always doing it as
Your
her.
mom gets audited randomly.
Yeah.
all your
We
fault.
heard on the Vive con Huevos podcast, minute 16.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I think I was like 16 when I learned mine. 16, 17.
Yep.
Yeah, I was 18. Well, no, 17 technically.
Probably when you were like applying to colleges.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
FAFSA
said that
and all
he was
that.
applying to colleges.
And I,
What
ke-
about
I,
you?
I have
Oh.
to kept putting it in and in.
Yeah.
Pause.
Pause.
Hold on. On where? Whoa.
What about you? Hey, iPad kid.
Sorry, no, I was going through the Celia knows what I'm doing.
He's like yesterday.
You know what? I
don't
still don't know it.
I still have to like say it in my head. Like I learned it with like a little like you
Like
know?
a little tune for
Uh-huh.
yourself.
No, probably high school too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it annoys me when you're like filling out some certain paperwork and it's like the last 5, and I was like,
Oh,
hold on, I
yeah.
don't know it that way. Like I know it 3, 2, 4.
You start singing the song.
Yeah.
And then
Well, I know we said this, but this was like, wait, this is probably like episode like 5 or 6, like left and right in Spanish,
yeah.
izquierda, derecha. I
Left,
learned
right.
it with the song. Izquierda, derecha, left,
left,
right.
right. Izquierda, derecha, left, right.
Follow the
is that why you did that other episode?
Probably because I still do it.
I was like, okay.
It sounds familiar. we've heard this before, Mario. Fuck off.
Yeah.
I did that too.
Interesting.
The left, right, left, right.
I used to when I was younger, like when I actually still sometimes confuse them, but I don't know why for me izquierda should be right, but it's
Izquierda.
left. But I don't know why in my head like izquierda sounds more like a right to me than it does to a left. So when I was little, I would always have to sing izquierda, derecha, left, right, and then I would do, oh, okay.
Do you know izquierda, derecha in Japanese, GB?
No.
Nani? Damn, I'm getting
I
good at
don't.
this.
I know.
Nani?
Nani? No, I have no idea. Actually, I need to pay attention. I don't even know if they use that
So I
word.
guess you don't read that much.
Yeah.
I do.
Non-reader ass. Fake
Yikes.
Japanese learner. Say that in Japanese.
Next episode, I'm gonna come back and we're gonna have a session
Fluent.
and we're gonna learn Japanese together.
I'm down.
Let's do it.
Whatever happened to your guys' mocktails?
I know.
I know.
Next time.
Next time?
Next time.
Next time.
Next
Next
time.
Speaking of mocktails, I do want to bring something up. Marioisms.
Ooh.
Oh.
Is it... I was going to say illegal. But it's not illegal. Well, kind of. I don't know. Maybe it is to some people. But is it frowned upon to you guys going to places that you used to go to with your ex? Like restaurants,
Illegal.
bars.
Is it illegal?
Wait, is it frowned upon for for you to take me or for me to take
Yeah,
you?
or like, is it like...
Or does it matter?
Yeah,
I
like
guess
let's say
the same
you and
thing.
I break up,
Mhm.
and then with my next girl, we go, and I'm like, oh yeah, I wouldn't tell her, but like I'd take her to places that maybe you showed me, like
You see, when you asked this, because transparency, you had already asked. I was
people need
thinking
to think
about
it's
it.
magic.
Okay, sorry. No,
Like
it's
my
'cause
answer still stands from when we had this conversation earlier.
I don't know. I don't think it necessarily matters. I think if there's like a significance to the place, or if there was like, I don't know, like say you proposed to me at a restaurant and then we ended up like ending our relationship
So
and
Ciudad
then
de
like you
Mexico's
go
off limits
as
for
the
my
other
if I ever have an ex.
as the other girl, I think I would feel a little weird about it because like you proposed to your past girlfriend there, like there was obviously like some kind of significance.
Yeah.
And like I do think that sometimes people try to like relive certain emotions or certain things through experiences. So I think I look at it that way. But overall, like, okay, we go to Casa Otay and then like you're not allowed to take your next girlfriend to Casa Otay. Like it's a coffee shop, bro. Like like so
Like there's no emotional attachment.
yeah. But when there's like an emotional attachment, I think maybe it's a little like
Mario's like, gotta
iffy.
move.
I know.
Imagine we would like
He's
you would
like, I
never be
gotta
able to go to
No,
another
all of
coffee shop.
All of San Diego is off limits. I would have to. Yeah.
Ay, qué bonito.
Literally.
Where's your jazz music? You're a bounce, chicka, wow, wow. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so like if you had like a specific place you would go with like your ex-girlfriend every anniversary or something, and then like you started to take me there every anniversary, like I would feel weird about that.
Okay.
But not if it's just like a normal
Like a
restaurant
rando.
that has
What
like,
if you don't
good
know?
sushi. If I don't know and then I find out, I'd probably be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know?
I think she would find out.
But
We always find out,
Yeah.
bro.
we do always find out. This is
Yep.
true.
That's how I got good
La
at
verdad
communication. When I
siempre
found out
sale.
that she finds everything out, I was like, all right, well, I just got to lay it out on the
This
table.
is true. This is true. And I had receipts.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Did we not tell you about that?
No.
Have we said that online?
I
On
think we
air?
have. I think we have.
Yeah.
But let's go through this and then we'll talk about it.
Yeah, okay.
I'm like,
He's like, I'm ready.
I know.
Next segment.
I feel like it should be like.
Yeah,
at the
at the
I
end
end.
or
know.
something,
I'm
right?
missing some percussion.
What about you, Sylvia? What do you feel?
I do feel what you were saying about having like an emotional significance to something, and if you're trying to relive that with someone, I feel like that's not fair to the new person you're dating, because you're not being 100% present and creating like an organic feeling, and you're just clinging on to some, like, maybe you shouldn't be dating again.
Right.
You know, like that's
Yeah.
weird. But I think about this the same way I think about a lot of other things. So for example, my high school boyfriend, he was such an incredible like high school sweetheart. We had a beautiful relationship growing up as like little kids, and a lot of my musical taste actually comes from him for like the rock and roll side of things. And I feel like the people you're with, I'm really apprehensive about people that break up, and unless they like did something horrible to you and beat you or something,
Right.
for people that walk away from a relationship and they're like, fuck this
Yeah.
person. I'm like, I think that says more about you than it says about them, because you didn't waste all that time with someone for no reason.
Yeah.
And so I feel like the same applies to your experiences and memories. There's obviously going to be emotional ties to certain places and things, but a lot of times the people you date shape so much of who you are. And not because it's supposed to be dependent on your identity, but the way that we love people, I think, also teaches us a lot about ourselves. So if you don't have an emotional attachment to certain music, places, things that involve that person, then I think that's a little weird, because what the fuck was the relationship for? So I think it's hard not to just naturally be like, well, maybe he showed me this coffee shop, but this coffee shop is dope, and I wouldn't have known it other than with him. So I think as long as you're being transparent with your new partner, and I do think it'd be weird in the instance of like if someone proposed or like something really big happened at a place like that, and you're just chasing that nostalgia versus like, no, I actually really liked this restaurant, and this was my restaurant first, like, before it was our restaurant. Then but I think that your partner deserves the transparency of just, because that's also baggage that you come with to an extent. Baggage doesn't always have to be negative. I feel like baggage has a negative connotation, but I feel like the memories and the things that you carry with you from your last relationship are naturally going to influence a lot of how you love in your new relationship, for the good and bad. So as long as you're transparent about your intentions and you're just like, yeah, my ex and I used to have our coffee here every Sunday, but like they got the best latte.
Yeah.
And then it's not weird for that person. And then if they take it weird, then that part's on them, because be an adult and just recognize that I'm trying to like be honest with you. So I don't know. I think it just depends on the situation and the place, but I think generally it's okay.
So tell them.
Otherwise,
that.
leave, move across the country. I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
do
I
you
won't
want
have an
from
option.
me?
It's like, okay, going to New York.
yeah. Me voy a Mexico.
Half of that's off limits too. No?
Yeah.
You can never go to Oaxaca with your next girlfriend. Yeah, I think the transparency, like telling them, I think that is a huge part. And I think that would help the case a lot too, you know, like if it was something like Sylvia said, like, I just really like that coffee, so I want to keep going there, you know, like hope it's not weird.
So you guys think you have to tell them? Like if you know how much I like Saigon coffee.
Yeah.
So it's like
No, well, okay, so maybe that's a little different because you really like Saigon coffee. So we go because you like to go, so it's only natural
I was like trying to think of another
that
one we
you'd take
both
them.
like.
But like say, I don't know, we haven't gone there yet. So, but like
horses. What is it called? Seven horses. Seven Seas. That one was pretty good.
Yeah, but I don't know. That's tough because like, yeah, for Saigon, like I think it'd be normal because you just really like it. I'm trying to think of a place that like I really like that. Like maybe we only go because of me, but I don't feel like there's a place like that. We go to a lot because like we both enjoy it, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the transparency, if there's like something tied to it, is nice. If it's just a restaurant that like you happen to go there with your ex at one point, like I don't think you necessarily have to be like, oh, one time I came here with my ex.
Every fucking restaurant.
Yeah,
Like,
cool.
no, you're kind of annoying.
But if
I
it
think they
was
would
like-
break up
Yeah.
with me because of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably. But if it was like a reoccurring thing, like, oh, we would come every Sunday, or oh, like there's a story or an emotional attachment
Yeah.
or something to it, then I think it deserves that conversation. Like,
Yeah.
that transparency.
I think also because if there's a chance you could bump into that person there, then I feel like that other person
Yeah.
deserves to be prepared for that.
Mm.
So, yeah, exactly. Well, because like Kelly and I, we found this place in Encinitas called Tamaki Bar.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have known it unless he and I stumbled upon it together.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's like one of our favorite date night spots because they have the best hand rolls, which now I regret saying out loud because
I was gonna
everyone's
say,
gonna go there.
Just bleep
I
the
fucking
name.
love hand rolling.
Yo, they're so good, and I literally inhaled 5 of their yellowtail rolls in
March
one
is
sitting
not
the other
ready for
day.
me.
It was so good, and I think if I were in a new relationship, I would kind of have to tell them that because
Yeah.
I wouldn't have known that unless I was in this relationship with Kelly. And it is like a very signature date night spot, but I'm not going to stop eating those hand rolls. Those are the best hand rolls I've ever had. So
It's not because of
I'm
Kelly.
gonna need
it's
you to
because
get
of
on
the hand roll.
board. This is the date night spot. I don't care who you are. Yeah.
But that makes sense that you would say something,
Yeah.
you know,
Damn, I feel like I wouldn't
do you
say something.
ever.
Really?
Men.
Yeah.
And that's the
Red
problem
flag.
with your kind.
That tracks.
Yeah.
And
Next segment.
and that's why we had to talk about
That's
some
why we had to
things.
bring another woman on the podcast because clearly things weren't right around
See,
here.
isn't this great, guys? 2 different perspectives. 4,
What do
3.
you think, Jesus? Wait, Jesus hasn't answered.
I know Jesus has been cooking over there. I've been watching his.
Well, because first of all, that's hard. But I kind of agree with you guys, right? So if it has an
Ya ves?
emotional attachment, well,
Am I the only one? Am I the drama?
well, but then I start thinking about it. It's like, well, for example, like with my ex, we went skydiving for my anniversary. Does that mean I can't go back there because it has?
Maybe not
Nah.
for your anniversary.
No, that's why. So like, I guess it's
Go for
like
your
not,
birthday or
Just
something.
tell her as you're
Not-
dropping off the plane.
not repeating certain
I
things
do
that
this
I
with
did.
my
Like
ex.
right?
activities.
Yeah, like for certain events or certain dates, or like
That's what I used to say to her.
like on Valentine's Day. Let's just say I took him to this restaurant. I guess don't repeat that
yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause,
like
like-
on occasions like that.
because I was thinking like through my whole past life, I'm like, damn, like I'm such a native here that I always take people to the same
places.
spots all
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess that's where my
Well,
thought
that's
process is,
also
'cause,
tricky because like say your next girlfriend is not from here, right? Like she just moved here, so you want to show her all the spots. Like maybe there's yeah, I know, but like maybe there's spots that like you
Yeah.
did go with your ex, but like it's because you're showing her the spots that you like. I don't know. I guess it also like you kind of have to feel out the vibes, of
Yeah.
like the other person and like what you think. Their
Well, and that's not a
reaction would
third
be.
date conversation.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's also maybe after like time has been invested, and by then I would hope that you've also had the ex conversation.
Yeah.
Maybe once that's been breached, if you feel the need to like share certain intimate things that would better prepare them for like a run-in or emotions that will naturally come up for you.
I
feel
guess you
like
know
it's
what? I
fair
take back
to-
what I said. I reactrovate, whatever. Big word alert.
What?
I don't know. Keep reading.
We need to get him a dictionary.
But I never ever told anyone like, oh, I took a person here before already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. So what? You're retracting?
There we go.
Redacting
Big
your
word.
statement?
Yeah, retracting.
Salvadorian. No.
Retracting
wrong.
my statement. Well, you know what? Okay. It's weird. So we went to TJ
Oh yeah.
this weekend to drop off some money for the wedding. But when we went to go drop it off, it just so happened to be in the same place where my ex-girlfriend from from high school used to live in. And when we were coming down the mountain, I was like, in my head, I was like, I remember how to get down. I just need to like use my brain. But then once we were getting down, I was like, fuck yeah. And then I told Bao, I was like, why?
Yeah.
I was like so excited. I was like, because I don't know how to get down. So I guess like there are certain times.
Yes, Sabo.
Look at me. So I guess there are certain things where like things like and like that happen where I do tell Bao like randomly, and I don't feel weird about it.
But
Well,
because
it
we've had
shouldn't
that
feel weird.
conversation.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's why. Yeah. So I'm
Yes.
like, okay, never mind.
Yeah, ves?
I'm a man. I'm a real boy. I think I just felt weird. I think the conversation, I guess, when I originally heard it, felt weird because it's not like the way I pictured it was like you were just sitting there
You were
with your new
picturing it
couple.
the creepy way.
I used to come
Hey, I
here.
used to come here all the time with my ex.
Yeah.
Like, it's a second date, sir. Can
Yeah.
you
Okay.
calm
So
down?
that, in my head, that's what I
No.
thought of was like, oh,
Yeah.
you're just sitting there randomly, and I just randomly say, oh, I used to come here a lot with my ex.
Yeah.
Like that's just out of
No,
nowhere.
I
Like,
think I was thinking of it in like a like for like. So if you're down the road of like you could see yourself being with this person, and I've had an ex-fiance, I've had an ex-husband. I think that person is entitled to know the more intimate details I had because I went really far with these two
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
So I feel like you deserve to know that. But someone I'm just dating, like,
Yeah.
no, we go and get hand rolls. You like sushi?
I know a spot. Yeah, so I guess that's where my mind was
Yeah.
at. Was like, okay, the second, third date, like super randomly,
Yeah.
which is why I thought that was kind of weird.
We're not conquering lands.
It's not that deep yet.
Do you want to be conquered today? Let me tell you about the other land I conquered. It was great. We went to some sushi spot.
Exactly.
And that's why I mentioned like the emotional attachment or like the chasing that, because I figured you were thinking about like the beginning of a relationship or like the beginning of dating with someone.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times, like when a lot of people, when they're getting into new relationships, like they're still sometimes emotionally attached to like their
Yeah,
past
so it's
relationship.
like nostalgic feelings. of
Yeah.
certain
So that's
things.
why like I mentioned that part. But like if you're really just like in this new relationship with like zero attachments to anything, like, and also I think it's a little different. So it's like,
Yeah.
you kind of have to feel out the vibes and see. This is also a
Honesty
very
is
mature
just the
circle of
best
people.
policy. That's all I'm
You should
saying.
make circle of trust.
Because you could have some toxic
Let's all sing
people.
Kumbaya.
You know, like I think I do know people that would be like not okay with like
Yeah.
ever going to a restaurant that like their current boyfriend took their ex to or something.
But see,
like.
I
That's
can't date. I
extreme.
can't date people like
People like
that, and
that,
I would
yeah.
also want to know that you're one of those
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
because I can't do that. Like you're
Yeah.
taking everything way too seriously. This is
Agreed.
real life. Like
Yeah.
I wish I could go back and
We
erase
all
it,
have a
but
past.
sir, I can't.
Exactly.
So,
Well, I think especially here, because like San Diego is big, but it's very small.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's very cliquey. So you're
Yes.
bound to like run into people eventually.
yeah.
So
This is true.
yeah. Anyways, which one?
Not
What do you
me.
think about Jesus?
Still married.
I know
No,
you're
it's-
cooking over there.
No,
bro.
I
I
know.
can see you.
I just said not me.
Oh, not
No.
you. You're not toxic.
No, that I won't run into people that I don't want to run into.
Oh.
Never mind. Move on.
I was like, hold on.
Like damn.
Explain yourself.
I mean, you
You
could.
just said
Very
that it's a small
Godfather
city that you
to
can run
me.
into anyone.
Oh, wow.
Not me.
I mean, you could.
So-
Nah, that's good.
You never
It's
know.
like, we won't go there. We won't go there.
Dark spaces. Dark spaces.
I won't go back there.
Why? Where's a place that you've taken me that you used to take your ex-girlfriend?
Damn.
McDonald's.
Good thing I don't even like McDonald's.
Lolitas.
I do like Lolitas. I wouldn't stop eating Lolitas just because I went with you.
Oaxaca.
Oaxaca.
No, I know for a fact you've never been to Oaxaca before me, so.
Because he didn't tell you.
Didn't post it.
That
Instagram
could
was
be
not
true.
a thing.
Highway.
That could
It
be
was on
true.
his MySpace.
It's getting hot in here.
I know. Like,
Oh
can I
my
switch
God.
spots?
Yeah, no, I don't think there's any spots that. I mean, I was very much like a homebody too, until I started dating Pal. So
That
Well-
you were. I really had to. That was like pulling teeth, man.
I just hated going out.
That was.
Well, I didn't
tough.
hate going out. I just hated going back out into the wilderness.
Where was she taking you?
to like North Park. Like the guy didn't even want to go to North Park.
is
I was
like
like, man, I
15
gotta broaden your horizons here.
Yeah, no. I was just really lazy. I felt like this was like a hell of a my nose, huh? I just felt like I was just really lazy. Like, to put it in perspective for all the new listeners, I work out about in San Diego, and then I had to come back. It was traffic time, and then our date nights were because where we live, there's really nothing good. So we have to venture out to like downtown North Park, which is about like a 15,
the
20 minute
wilderness.
drive. It's the wilderness.
The
It's the
wilderness.
fucking the wilderness must be explored. Go go.
Hi, my name's Russell.
So I didn't want to go back out into the wilderness.
That
So
makes
I
sense.
always just wanted to be like here. So like I had the same 3 restaurants. So it was like a taco shop, McDonald's, and I think that was it. It wasn't even
Wingstop.
3. Oh yeah, Wingstop.
I stopped.
And then I wanted pizza and be like, oh, let's go get pizza. And I was like, no, but like I want like Bronx pizza.
She wants like oven, like stone oven roasted
and
pizza.
then
Roasted.
he'd get annoyed. And now he's the one asking for Bronx pizza. So, you know, I did my job here.
No, the one from downtown.
Where were we? Not too long
Woodfire?
ago, we were going to go eat.
No, the one that bring the water from like New York,
Oh,
Oh,
Prince
shit.
Street.
Prince Street.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've had that.
That thing's freaking bomb. What were you saying?
When we were gonna go eat Korean barbecue, that you were like, oh, we can go to the one in Claremont, and I
Yeah.
was like, oh, because like normally he'd be like, oh, let's just go to the one right here.
Yeah.
Like, no, it's okay. No, we can go to that one. It's like, all
Those
right,
are bomb.
you've
Yeah.
learned.
You've learned. I've
You've
trained you well.
expanded your horizons.
Also, kimchi with all that Korean barbecue is bomb. I stopped eating rice
Oh,
because I
you just
wanted
do
to like
kimchi.
just enjoy all the pa's meat, and and I was just straight eating just on that cucumber. Oh.
Wait, I re-listened to our last episode. I always listen
Yeah.
before I like come here. You did say like meatballs like a lot. Pause. Balls. I was like,
I just want to make sure people know pause, you know. But yeah, anyways. So what's the verdict? Take them and don't tell them, or take them and then see how it goes and then tell them later.
Go with the flow.
Well, if it's the first date, you don't tell him. You're just going out on a date.
Until you guys get serious.
yeah. Once you're serious, then just be honest about shit.
If it was to that extreme.
I also
Yeah.
do feel like if like as a guy, if you're in the world, like out in the world dating right now, and like you have like a one place for your first dates, like get creative and start getting new ideas. You
It's
know,
time to get on Eater.
Yeah.
Look at
Yelp,
Eater
you ever
heard about
38
it?
list.
Or he will want to eat her. So sorry,
Dios
boss.
mío. ¿Quién te aguanta?
Sorry, guys. My mind's in different places right now. Anyways,
Clearly. Me inedible.
For real, I think you had the edible.
we should do that one day.
I said
Just
that
get
last
violently high.
time.
We don't have. Well, no, it's because we don't have the things right now. Anyways,
Huh?
we can cut that
What?
off. Huh? No, it's because we should get that one, the violently high one.
Oh no, that was too much.
That
I
was
can't talk.
crazy.
That was
You were
tough.
couch locked, just slumped.
No, I like that day, my mind was just working so hard that like I couldn't catch up to like what our friend was saying.
Oh yeah.
She was talking and talking and talking and talking, and I was like, yeah, like trying to
Process the whole thing.
everything. And then at the end, she goes, I feel like I've been talking for a long time. And Mario goes, you have. And the whole time I'm trying, like it's a serious conversation, so I'm trying to like engage and respond, and I'm like half the time like I barely on the first sentence. And it was We
Damn.
walked into March and Ash, and she goes, the 3 of us want to get violently high, but Mario had walked away, and so it was just 2 of us. So the bartender
He's like,
was
I'm off at 6.
Oh, yeah, we did tell you.
He did. Oh, did we tell you this? Oh, okay. I was sure we had told you.
Yeah.
Is that staying in?
Huh?
Is that staying in?
Well,
Oh.
I think we said it in the last one. Now that I think about it.
No, I think we just told.
Or we just told
yeah.
her.
No, you just told me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is news to me.
Oh, well, yeah. Keep it then.
I
So
re-listened. We did not talk about
Yeah,
this.
no. Yeah, so we walk into March and Ash, and I ventured away, and then Power and our friend went with the bud tender to go get supplies. And then our friend was like, oh, yeah, we want to get violently high, the three of us. But I was like on the other side of March and Ash, just like looking at
Venturing, yeah.
everything. And then the guy like turns around and looks at Power and our friend and goes, "There's like I'm off at 6. I still have another 3 hours to go." And then Power's like, "No, he's over there. He's coming."
No, my
But
imaginary friend.
Let me tell you, the bud tender that was next to him, which is the one that recommended the joint,
Oh, he understood the assignment. Yeah.
We were
We love a
definitely
good bud
violently
tender.
high. Yeah, that was good. That was right before 75 hard. That was
Yeah,
our last week.
that was the last
we
weekend.
ate all the snacks.
Nice.
Oh, those chips.
Ay, güey. ¿Estás bien?
No, the ones that Tabor
Tabor
brought.
brought for
The
New Year's.
salt and pepper.
Soul left your body for a second.
It's because they were.
You see that? He's like, he's levitating.
Damn.
It's because I was
Giving,
so mad. Because
Bran from Game of Thrones. Like, damn.
I was so mad because I didn't try them when you guys came over for New Year's, and they were in the pantry. And then that day I opened and I was like, God, like really the last day that I can eat this shit is the day that I discovered these chips.
Yeah.
I was just so angry at life.
We bought them for the caviar. That's why.
Did you really?
And then we
Yeah.
just ate the caviar.
We ate it with the pancakes and stuff.
Oh, that shit was bomb.
Yeah.
At least you have something to look forward to.
Yeah,
It's like a prize.
It's like a reward.
it's like a reward.
Y tan solo con desprecio me has pagado. Vive con huevos, compa, lo que es. Que si una vez dije que
It's just off the rip, off the dome. I came from Rome.
Yesterday you said you were gonna rap us a song.
No,
and
I said I
haven't
was
heard
gonna
you
ask
rap.
you guys. Jesus, we're back.
Ay.
Ándale. Rap a song. Go.
No, you guys had to rap a
No,
song.
you go. I asked you first.
Who said I was
Mom
gonna rap?
spaghetti.
Should we get like a sick ass beat off the YouTubes?
Go.
Knees weak.
Go. Rap a song, Jesus.
Oh. Mom spaghetti. Knees weak. Arms are heavy.
No.
Just
No,
vomit
no,
on
no.
the
Your
sweater
own
all
song.
together.
Make it up.
Oh, like a freestyle?
Yeah.
Valentine's Day rap.
Hi, my name is Jesus. I love Cheez-Its.
I love Cheez-Its.
Okay.
That's how I can go.
No, you
all I
have
can
to keep
think of.
going.
My
I, don't
name
know.
is
I
Jesus.
just found a random beat on the YouTube.
My name is Jesus, and I like Cheez-Its. It. It's Valentine's Day. I'm out here cheesing.
Muy bien.
Okay. I like it so
Yeah,
far.
that's all I got. So
Nice. That's good.
Go.
I got a rap. I hate rats. Don't step on me. I'm not a mat.
This is a really fast beat.
Oh, you want a slow
It's
beat?
giving me anxiety.
Shit.
No, I don't know. I'm not rapping. You're rapping.
No, you got to rap. We all did it. But oh shit, what is this?
I ain't doing that shit.
You guys got to do it. Come on, it's gonna be fun.
Do the roar. I don't like it.
that's still a fast one too.
I know.
No, you see it slow.
Okay.
Go babe.
No, you gotta keep going on yours.
I'm staring at Paulina. When is she gonna rap? We don't need you. We hit up March and Ash. We're the weed, yo.
I feel like I can't do it because I'll say something stupid as shit. That's the point. No, like I'll say something inappropriate that you're gonna have to bleep out.
That's okay.
I know.
We can bleep it out. That's the beauty of editing.
No, I can't.
That's the beauty of editing. She didn't say anything. Sylvia Sessions. We're the session.
All right. We're back, guys.
Hit her with the at. It's a mention. Oh, damn.
Oh,
All right,
shit. He was just starting to cook. Wait, let him loose.
Keep going.
Anyways, guys.
All right.
That's funny.
The other Mario-ism that I heard over the past weekends is when a girl cheats, it is the guy's fault. But when a guy cheats, he's just a dog. How to work.
Like that.
Who let the dogs out? Damn. I mean, it just depends on a lot of things. That's not necessarily true, you know?
I think it's true. No, hear me out.
Down.
I think
Okay.
women are naturally, most of the time, because I don't want to generalize, I've met some women that are not emotionally intelligent, but I feel like women are naturally the more emotionally intelligent
Mm-hmm.
of the species. And men, it is very rare, I think, especially when they're younger, to find a man that is emotionally intelligent. We talk about this all the time. There's just stuff that like que no se te ocurre, and we're just like,
All the time.
really, like you wouldn't think that would be like important to say or mention or like. So I feel like women are just a little more with it when it comes to that connection and talking, and like that's our forte. But I feel like as men, it's 100% your responsibility to get on board. And if you want to be in a healthy relationship, you have to put in that work to be at that level. And then when you're not, then you're just a dog. It's your fault. It's your fault. And I feel like when the women cheat, it to that effect, I do believe that when women hit a wall, and I know because I've been there, and you're like, I'm fucking done. It's because we've probably tried everything. Again, I'm not generalizing all women because some women are crazy as shit. No. But if you are in a healthy relationship and you're coming from a healthy place, as a woman, usually you will do and say everything to try to get a point across. And then once you're like, fuck, he's just not listening or he's not responding, and you've had it, then it kind of drives you to just kind of put your arms up. And I think for women, that point of no return is so final. Yeah. And for men, it's not. Men can come and ebb and flow and just be like, oh, wait, I didn't think of that. Like, I didn't consider you. But I'm like, nope.
Too late.
Too late, bitch. And then you just kind of move on. And I feel like naturally that's how women operate, but that's not how men operate. And men operate, I feel like it's almost like our cycles. For us, it's very finite. It's a week of this, a week of this, a week of... But for men, it's every day you wake up, testosterone goes down. Next day you wake up, testosterone goes down. Like, you're so repetitive and like, I don't know, we're just different creatures in that way. That I don't mean to say like it's the man's fault, and I'm never going to be the type of woman that's like, oh, all men are toxic, because I think that's also not a way to be. Like, yeah. Then yes, you're correct. All men are going to be toxic if that's what you're putting out there. However, I just feel like biologically, with how we are for heterosexual men and women, yes, it's probably your fault.
All that. Just to that guy.
Mic drop.
We're done, right?
Yeah, we're done.
Fuck you, I gotta go home.
Yeah. Well, actually, let's get a guy perspective in, and then we'll go back to a girl.
You see, I was thinking about this
How
a
are you
lot.
going to follow that?
Yeah, I can't. We just gotta go.
We're just dogs.
This is it. Anyways, this is your guys' podcast now.
Mario's like, we gotta evacuate.
Yeah, oh shit. Was that true?
Did you hear that Amber Alert?
No.
You see, I was trying to think about this when I first brought it up on the group chat, and I was like, okay, how do I counterattack this? Because it's
Baby making sex tape. I just saw that.
I was like, whoa.
She's like, I've got the weapon.
I think it's harder for a woman to come to the conclusion to cheat versus for a man. I don't want to say it's instinctive, but it's more of like an impulse to do it. It's kind of like the meat's in front of you. That's a horrible analogy, but the meat's in front of you. I'm just gonna.
But that's
take
what I'm
it.
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
you agree with me?
I kind of fucking agree with you. Yeah. Of course, there are.
So you agree? You think you're really pretty?
I am fucking pretty. But no, yeah. So it was hard. So I was like, okay, I need to like contradict this in some way. But in reality, it's really not. And of course, like you said, like I'm generalizing. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of specifics, and each. Cada caso es diferente, you know. Every relationship is different.
Yeah.
Every person is different. But I think generalizing it, yeah, I guess it's a lot easier for a man to cheat. I guess like mentally too. Mm-hmm. We just don't, like you said, we just don't think of the consequences. We just kind of we're reactive. So.
In a lot of ways in life.
Yeah.
Cheating, but yeah.
Bao and I look at each other like we have this conversation all the time.
Anyways, this is a horrible topic to choose today.
No,
Y'all did this to yourselves. I just want you to know that.
I needed your help. Help me. I gave you guys a week. So it was really hard to put it just into like simple terms. It was just really hard to like contradict what I heard, because I mean, when in the terms and the And the way that I heard it, they were joking around, but I think it really did have a lot of truth behind it. So we're like, we really just are dogs.
Yeah.
And it, yeah.
Yeah. I think, I mean, yeah, I 100% agree, you know, and like I put it into, like I try to put it into different perspectives. And like there are women out there that are very like that too. Like they just don't give a fuck, you know, and like will sleep around and will cheat on their significant other or whatever. But I feel like with men, what happens is that like they just, it's not necessarily because they're missing anything in their relationship. It's because like they think they're like missing out on something, you know, or like they want to try something out, or it's like walking into a candy store and like being like, wait, but I also wanted that candy, you know?
Yeah.
And so it's just very like I hate to say like, oh, guys are dogs or whatever, because like not all of them are like that. And it depends on the person. It depends on the relationship, and like people can be failing or doing really well on somebody. At the end of the day, like we could have the perfect relationship and you could literally one day just make a bad decision and then it like fucks everything up, you know? But it doesn't necessarily mean that like you were a dog our entire relationship. It just means that like something went wrong in your brain chemistry at that moment, and it's just like
que son tontitos nomás.
Ay, mi tontito.
But I do strongly believe that when women cheat, it's because they're at the end of it, like that's it, and they don't really care what comes as a consequence because they're already willing to
pissed.
Like, finish that relationship, and it just gets done in a different way. Whereas for guys, I don't think it's most of the time it's just for the sex and not ever really like emotional or anything, you know. But I don't know.
Yeah.
How do you feel, Geezuss?
I mean, I agree with you guys say. I don't have.
He's like, I'm scared to do otherwise.
I'm just gonna go downstairs. There's a fire.
Because I was trying to think of what to say, but like, I don't know. It's just something that I just never come across in my life, so I can't really put too much perspective in it that I know of. Right? I don't know if I got cheated on, but yeah, I just based on what I see, I guess you can say it's just like this natural instinct that they want to conquer lands, you know, or do their thing. I can see that.
Well, I feel like a lot of guys see it as a challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, I feel like at least conversations that I've had with guys, it's like they see it as a challenge and they want to see like what ends up happening, you know? And like a lot of the times they're not looking at the consequence of like what they're doing to the other person. They're only thinking about like what they're looking or wanting to do too. I mean, I don't know. Everybody's different. So everybody has different reasons for cheating, but I feel like it's unnecessary. It's also very normalized now, you know? Like, I feel like it's just like more and more normal, and like guys think that like, oh, okay, like the girl's just gonna come back because it's proven that a lot of women do just go back after like the guy cheats. And I think that with more and more time, like it just becomes more normalized, and I don't necessarily agree with that, but
yeah. Yeah, I think because it's a part of just, you think you put it the best. It's almost like an instinctual thing. Like, because if you strip it down at the end of the day, we are just still animals. And as women, we are more maternal, nurturing. So a relationship, we're going to treat that same way of like, I want to take care of this. And when the man is more reactive, responsive, impulsive, and we just don't relate to that because that's just not how we are, it's so much more calculated for us to cheat. Whereas for you guys, like, you poor things, like you're just not even thinking in the moment usually.
Me hungry, me horny.
Yeah, exactly. I said what I said.
you're not helping your own case here.
Miren, muchachas. All men are not the same. Que ustedes escojan el mismo tipo de pendejos, otra cosa. Es otra cosa. I was trying to think of it in my head. Damn, I fucked that up.
Womp womp.
Anyway.
It's true.
Do you think it's easier for, like, I think that's more towards like the physical aspect of cheating, like the act of having sex or whatever it is. But is it easier to like emotionally cheat for women than it is to physically cheat?
I think it's easier to emotionally cheat in general. I don't care who you are.
Yeah.
Because There was actually this book I read a couple years ago, which I highly recommend for everyone. I reference my current relationship a lot because we were just talking about this today. I grew up with sex and nudity and everything revolving around relationships and sex being a very open conversation in my house. Like I used to watch Sex in the City with my mom. And then Kelly will be like, my sisters would never do that with my mom. Like that would be so uncomfortable. And then there's people that grow up and they like barely have the like birds and bees conversation. Some people learn it in school and they never talk about it at home. So I forget a lot of the times that my upbringing is actually really strange and unique. I love that was the case because I feel like I'm very open to talking to anybody about sexuality, and I feel like that's how it should be. But my partner didn't grow up that way. Grew up super Christian. It was taboo. In a lot of churches, you're told you're going to go to hell for certain things, and it makes the topic so much harder for certain people to breach and feel on the same level about. So the reason I recommend this book to anyone, it doesn't matter if you're like me or you're my partner. At the end of the day, the whole goal of this book, it's called Tongue Tied. There's 2 different books called that, but the one I'm referring to has like a red silk knot with a white background on the front. I forget who the author is, but she is actually like a facilitator for like basically orgies and like sex parties. Okay. And she's a sex therapist, I believe. And I don't want to misinterpret what she is, but she writes this book so beautifully because one of the things she asks you to define, that one, she asks you to define in the book is, what does monogamy actually mean to you? What does cheating actually mean to you? And if you were to have certain relationships or experiences, what is considered acceptable within your relationship? Because your definition of monogamy is probably still different than mine, than yours. And that's where the emotional cheating aspect comes in. I think it's not that it's easier to cheat or that everyone would just happily do that emotionally, but I feel like everyone's definition of what monogamy is actually very different. And I didn't realize how different being as open as I am until I read this book. And she framed it as, when I would host these parties or help these people host these parties, there's like a 3-story house. And on the first level, you're only allowed to kiss. But the second level, you're allowed to do X, Y, Z. And then the top level is where like anything goes and you can take your clothes off and you can have sex. But the people that would hire her to facilitate these parties would be like, okay, second level, you can have sex, but you can't do this. And she's like, okay, but what does sex mean to you? And they're like, well, what do you mean? Like, sex is sex. And she's like, no, it's not. Like, can you use toys? Can you use fingers? Is it insertion? Is it this? And there's so many details that you peel back that you start to realize that even sex itself is actually super layered. And people that are in more open relationships or that are swingers actually have like way healthier visions of what sex is, because they'll talk about STDs because they're involved with so many partners. They have to be very open and very, very honest with what certain things mean and what they do normally. And are you okay with the fact that I do that with other people? And I feel like people who are maybe a little more conservative or not as sexually open, or maybe that's just not, we don't yuck people's yum, but, they're not like, that's not their thing. I feel like people like that still have a lot to learn from people that go to swingers parties, because those conversations are still super important. And so I feel like that's the key, is you have to define with your partner, what does monogamy actually mean to me? What does cheating then mean to me? Is that when you flirt with somebody? Is that when you talk to somebody? Is it when you talk to somebody about maybe more personal and intimate things, which is something I've recently struggled with, where I'm a hard no. As open as I am and as much as I'm willing to have certain experiences, I also really need to talk to you about it first. Like, it doesn't go past our relationship until we label those things. And so when people get excited and they're like, well, I'm just going to go do this because she said it's okay, those are the conversations that I think people are missing, that then lead to the cheating and the emotional aspect, which it could have just been avoided if you sat down and said, no, to me, emotionally cheating is you talking to anybody outside of our relationship, period, about X, Y, and Z. And it's that simple. So I do think that emotionally cheating is easier, but not because you're malicious in doing it. I think it's just because people don't communicate as much as they need to. So, yeah. Well,
that book that you were talking about is written by Stella Harris.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah. wanted to clear that up for people.
It's a great one.
Yeah, just in case, because you said that there was a lot of them called Tontugues. So
Thank you, Google.
yeah, appreciate it. So we went to dinner with some friends, and we were talking about communication and being open in a relationship, and then they were just asking pointers and stuff. But I had to kind of dig deep when they asked us about this, because it was in my past relationship, I was not communicative at all. And that's where a lot of the issues obviously stemmed from, and where a lot of the relationships actually failed because I was really scared to come out and say, this is how I feel. This is where I went to dinner with my ex. And I kind of, what you were saying is like, you like to have that open conversation with your partner, but it also is like that partner also has to be open to
100%.
that conversation as well. Because if they're not mature enough to handle whatever it is that's going to come out of your mouth, then
That's your answer.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know, and you're going to have a really immature relationship.
Yep.
And then that was kind of how I came into my relationship with Bao, where I was like, you know what, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm just going to lay it all out. And if she gets offended or if she gets mad, then that's her reaction, but at least I'm having that open conversation. Or if she's open to have that conversation with me, well, then I guess we're taking steps to a healthier relationship, which is what I ultimately wanted and what obviously ultimately happened.
It's like a yard sale, you know, you're presenting everything and you could still negotiate the prices after.
Jesus Christ.
That's a
Holy fuck.
that's a good way to
Interesting
put
analogy. Yes.
Yeah, I also think that a lot of the time this comes with time and maturity, right? Because like I think, you know, you use your past relationships as an example, but prior to, well, maybe not like your girlfriend right before, because you were still like mid-20s, but like before that, everything was like high school relationships, right? Or like younger relationships.
younger relationships.
So I think we fail to like have that maturity and like realize that maybe we are not communicating well or not like putting things out on the table, you know? So with the time and like the experience, you start to pick up on like, okay, these aren't the right ways of being. And like for me, it was really important to be able to have open conversations with you, which is why like at the beginning I would push it a lot, because it was like I could see like the wall like in front of Mario, and like I would bring things up and like he would avoid them, or like his answer was just short and I was like not enough, you know, like
She came in with
I
a
need
sledgehammer to
Yeah.
tear down the wall, and he's over there with like a toothpick.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm getting there.
Hold on.
And a lot of the times I think that's why people, and obviously we all have a different definition of emotional cheating, right? But I think a lot of the times that's why people end up emotionally cheating or cheating in general, because you don't have that open communication, or because it's just easier to move on and talk to someone else because this person is already digging too deep or trying to get too much information out of you, or ya te están enfadando, you know, because it's like it's this constant conversation. And I
Como
think,
chingas.
yeah. And I think for me it was like, pues si chingo mucho y si no le gusta que le estoy preguntando, pues no es la relación para mí.
Yep.
Right? Because at that point it was like I was also at a point where I wanted open communication, and I wanted a mature relationship that wasn't just like messing around or seeing how it went, or you know. So I think a lot of the times that is why people fall into this like emotional cheating
Weird little realm.
Yeah.
I also just believe that 99% of failures in relationships, and I'm not just talking about like with you and a partner, I'm talking about you and friends, is due to lack of or poor communication. Period. I think everybody could stand to work on their communication skills.
Yeah, I agree.
I think I'm a great communicator, but that's the reason I actually go to Toastmasters, because communicating isn't just about getting up and talking in front of people or getting your point across. It's also the ability to listen to people and to just have your role within, okay, where can I receive? What can I give feedback on? Communication's a two-way road, and I think a lot of people focus so much on what can I say, and they're not focusing on, okay, but what happens when they respond?
Yeah.
And am I actually processing that? Am I actually applying that? Am I actually being considerate with what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that too. I got to work on my delivery a lot because I come off as a dick. Specifically, like and
Sometimes.
I'm a little
yeah.
intense sometimes too.
In certain aspects. I think especially with my family, I've been.
There's probably so many people that are like a little.
Hold up, let me pull up the receipts.
Sorry.
Because I try to be very open. I've been trying to be very open these past 2 years with my family, and not really holding back. Because sometimes I feel like I was really sheltered, and I also really was very conservative in the way that I would express myself with them. And like as of lately, I was like, why? Like one day I was just like, why? You know. It's like we all need wake up calls every now and then, and maybe what I say sometimes doesn't, like, fit the situation, but at least I got it out and I said it.
Yeah.
And I just recently had not a super big altercation, but something happened in my family, and I said something in the group. An encounter, and I said something in the group chat, which maybe I guess could have been delivered differently. But at the same time, it was like one of those things where it's like someone's got to say it.
Yeah. I got a little bit of a slap on the wrist recently because as a fitness instructor who does really value her position, because I've been on the other side and I've had instructors and people in my fitness journey that have made such an impact, I know how much you rely on these people. And a lot of people in my life, I think, know me for being that more like abrasive, very honest person. And so I also really try to stay true to that because I value it and I see that other people value it, and people have followed me, and I've built my community based on how brutally honest I am sometimes. That I recently, I think, to your point, like the delivery could have just been different. And I was expressing a lot of things that I've seen throughout my fitness experience. And I'm not saying it based on one place or the place I'm at now. With myself and through Kelly, because every time he's a part of a gym, you're naturally around and you're part of that community too, and you know the clients. I've been a part of 11 different fitness spaces in San Diego, like directly in it, where I know the clients, I know the owners, I know some of the back end operations. And unfortunately, the fitness industry, as much as it's for people's health, is one of the most toxic environments you could possibly imagine. People are wild as hell, and they talk shit about their clients, and the men are disgusting in the way that they talk to women or about women. And I'm just not going to be quiet about stuff like that. And so I ended up calling out a studio and an owner specifically by name in one of my like rants doing this. And again, to your point, I think that people got offended because I did apologize. And I said, I think that I do still very much believe in what I was saying, because what happened was wrong and how people are treated is wrong. And I'm always going to stand up for things when they are wrong, period. However, my delivery and the way I said it, and maybe the lack of professionalism, because you don't always have to say names, could have been different, but I stand by what I say. And some people still took that as, well, she says she stands by what she says, so she didn't really mean her apology. And I'm like, no, don't get me twisted here. The sentiment and the message was important. Like, it needed to be said, period. How I said it could definitely stand to be edited, and that's where I clearly still have some temperance and some restraint to learn on how I communicate. But I think it's always better to just be honest and communicate. And if it comes out wrong, I'd rather continue the communication to explain so that we get on the same page and so that I can correct my mistakes rather than not saying it at all. Yeah. I think things left unsaid are the worst, and especially when people are depending on you, or when it could strengthen your relationship, or it's just shit that needs to be said because nobody's saying it. And why is nobody saying it? And then that's that fine line of just how do you deliver that, which you're not always going to get right 100% of the time. But I think if you can then come back and be like, you know what, my bad, that could have been more productive, then just do better next time. But it's the not communicating altogether that I think is worse than you being like, fuck, I shouldn't have said it like that.
And I think that's my biggest issue, because I do dibble dabble a lot in between, like, damn, I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, but at the same time, like we just said, it's like I need to say it, if not. And I think a lot of, and this specific example is like a lot of people in my family, and this goes like throughout my family, and not just my immediate family, is like we try not to say anything because we don't want to step on anybody's feelings. but because of that, so much shit is left unsaid that we just end up talking behind everybody's back about the whole situation.
See, I don't do
anyway.
that.
And it's like, damn, we should have said that, or like, well, why does X person think this way, like when it's really like that? And then so many other people think the same way. It's like, well, then why don't we say? Anyways, tangent. But the thing is,
I have something to say.
go ahead, baby.
Oh, it's because I thought you were gonna end it. It sounded like you were.
Yeah,
gonna
but I was
end
at
it,
the end of the
You
day.
done?
I was gonna say, it's like it just needs to be said, and like
Yeah.
it really does. Like at the end of the day, I am really bad at coming back and apologizing and be like, hey, you know what? Sorry, I said it this way. This is what I meant, but. Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
what's
fuck 'em.
important. I think what's important from what you just said specifically, like you are working on actually saying it, right? Because you used to not, but now that you are saying it, I think it's important to work on the delivery and when it's delivered. Because sometimes, and not just you, I think everybody does this, because I do it a lot too, where I just like, this is what I feel, so I'm going to say it, you know? But like, I think sometimes as much as we have to say things, we also have to take other people's feelings into consideration. And like maybe that moment wasn't the moment because this person was already expressing something, or that they're having a shitty day, or so there's just like a time and a place type of thing. So I think that now that it's being worked on, now like the next step comes in, and I think it's all of ours due diligence to like learn those steps and work on, like continue working on it, and not just like, oh well, now at least I say things I used to not, like, no, because I'm like that.
I'm pretty sure that's to
Wait,
you.
yeah.
It's not. I'm like that too, and it's actually funny because I have a couple of friends that I've been having this conversation with that I feel like we're all kind of just like going through, like, I don't know if it's an age thing or like it's just like we're just
Y'all
fucking
just
over
synced.
it. Like we're
All
all
of you
just
just synced,
synced.
yeah.
Yeah. Because I just
Like,
had
it's in the stars.
Yeah. Fucking astrology.
I just had a conversation like this with my two best friends. So I just feel like as much as like we're getting better, like we're always a work in progress, and we always have to like work for the next better way of communicating, or, So, and that goes for every relationship, but like personal or like a boyfriend girlfriend relationship or a friendship or
Professional,
with your
all of it.
professional,
Yeah.
your family. Like I think it's just, and you also like have to learn how to talk to people, like certain, like
Everybody's
is treated
communication style is different.
differently.
Yep.
And
Some
I
people are
think
talking
that's just-
Shkirish. Like,
But yeah, that's what I had to say. I didn't want you to end it and then not get.
Thank you.
Yeah. Welcome to my TED Talk.
Yeah.
But anyways, guys, I think that's a good place to end it.
I
Geezuss,
think
you got
so.
anything to say?
nah, I'm a good listener.
He's
though.
still learning.
You are
Yeah.
a good listener.
I
I
listen
will
You
say
are
that,
actually,
you are.
yeah. I'm a horrible listener.
and then I keep things in.
I don't process
I
anything
don't do
sometimes.
that.
No, sorry, like that's not what I meant. More like cheese man, like
Oh,
It doesn't
like
come
you
out.
don't tell
People
people.
People do come to you for cheese me a lot.
yeah, but I don't say anything. Don't worry.
You should. You have a platform.
I should
Just put everybody's
Yeah.
dirty laundry
Everybody's
out
anonymous.
without any names.
Yeah.
That's true.
Just saying.
We'll start a segment.
there. Then no names.
Yeah. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning in today on this Miercoles con Huevos. Again, let us know in the comments if you like. I like hurt my finger and I can't stop. Like, I don't know where I got it. It's because it's bugging me and I keep on going like this. It's because in the camera, like all you're
You
gonna
could
see is
see
me
that
freaking
you're-
tapping my finger. Let us know in the comments if you like Wednesdays. If not, we can change it. If not, well then we'll just keep it. Whatever. I don't know. Let us know what to do. We love you guys. Y
Hump
como
day.
siempre, live your best life. Fight your fears. At the end of the day, the only thing that you regret are the things you did not do. So vive con huevos, guys. We out of here. We love you. Peace.
Bye.
Live with eggs. Buy the merch.